Video. Today I'm just going to be taking a look at some of the stuff that happened in the first game weekend back in the Premier League, and yeah, without any further ado, let's get on with it. The first thing we're going to take a look at is what team the ESPN FC crew have chosen as their starting 11 from the team of the weekend. Without any further ado, let's get on with the team. First player on our team is Adrian, who is of course West Ham United's Spanish goalkeeper who played brilliant in West Ham's win against Arsenal. And yeah, I'm not saying anyone didn't play amazing against Arsenal, but he was just one of their 11 standout players. Next player is Jordan Amavi, who is a French youngster from Aston Villa who played a part in Aston Villa's 1-0 win against newly promoted Bournemouth. Yeah, he's a good player in his Premier League debut, and yeah, certainly a good start for Aston Villa, especially not having Benteke and Delph, and yeah, I mean, those were their only two good players last year. Yeah, anyways, let's get on with the team. Next player, the Kiwi, Winston Reid from West Ham United, who was another one of their 11 standout players against Arsenal, and I know it's not a whole West Ham team, but still, there are 3 West Ham players. Yeah, he was brilliant, and helping West Ham keep a clean sheet against Arsenal, which is not an easy feat to do. So yeah, he played good, and definitely excited to see how West Ham can do, especially now that they don't have the burden of playing the Europa League every freaking Thursday. Yeah. Next player is Micah Richards, who, yeah, I know, right, he still plays. I thought he's been around for like 10 years. No, actually, on a serious note, he was at Fiorentina on loan and has always struggled with fitness his whole career, and went out and helped Aston Villa keep a clean sheet against Bournemouth. Yeah, he played pretty good and made some brilliant tackles, and yeah, was just a commanding guard at the back for our Villa. Next player is new signing Cedric Soares from Sporting for Southampton. Played good, got an assist for Graziano Pele to get the goal in that game for Southampton, one of their 2 goals. Yeah, he played good. His defending was sometimes a bit worrying for Southampton, but his attacking was consistent up the right flank, and yeah, overall good Premier League debut for Cedric from Sporting Lisbon. Next player, the surprise inclusion in West Ham's lineup, the surprise inclusion in a team of the week. Actually, not really, because he's kind of insane, and had Ozil and his GSCE results in his pocket. I know, that joke is like so original, even though it just came up yesterday. Yeah, he played brilliant. At only 16 years old, making his Premier League debut was nothing short of brilliant, and had Mesut Ozil in his pocket for the whole game. Yeah, Ozil hasn't really been great for Arsenal, but still, he's pretty good, and he played for Real Madrid, and he won a World Cup. Yeah. Next is Riyad Mahrez, who is from Leicester, who obviously won 4-2 against Sunderland, with getting 2 goals, and yeah, was just really good. And hopefully Leicester can actually play better this season. It's not like they played bad last season, it's just that they almost got relegated. But yeah, the next player is Yohan Gabay from Crystal Palace, who signed from Belley Saint-Germain. And this is his second stint in the Premier League, his last stint in the Premier League being with Newcastle, and then he kind of decided money is the way to go and went to PSG. But anyways, yeah, he got an injury time goal and capped off Crystal Palace's 3-1 win against Norwich. So yeah, it's good to see him back in the Premier League, and he's kind of a good player, and I don't know why he wasted himself at PSG. But anyways, the next player is Jamie Vardy from Leicester, who grabbed himself a nice little goal, hard-working, fast, good-finishing striker, and was one of Leicester's good players in their 4-2 win against Sunderland. So yeah, he played pretty good, and hopefully he can score a couple more goals for Leicester, and maybe, as I said, they can play better. Next player is Bafétimbi Gomis, who is the French striker who used to play for Lyon in the Ligue 1, and got himself a nice little goal and winning a penalty, in which resulted in him scoring a penalty against Chelsea, against Begovic, who's a former Stoke goalkeeper, who I kind of wish we had against Liverpool. Anyways, yeah. So he played pretty good and constantly threatened Chelsea's defense with his movement. It's not like Chelsea's defense is ever threatened. But still, he played pretty good. And yeah, hopefully he can prove to be a good replacement for Wilfred Bonny. It's not like they've found one yet, but maybe he can be it. And the last player in his team of the week is Philippe Coutinho, who I really have some hard feelings towards, scoring a wonderful 25-yard goal in the 83rd minute against Stoke, which is the team I support, if you guys haven't figured out. Yeah, it was a brilliant goal. Jack Butland almost saved it, going on about Jack Butland, who's England's next best keeper and all kinds of stuff, and one of the million English players hyped up that are going to go on and do absolutely nothing in their career. But yeah, Coutinho played pretty good, and if he can do something for Brazil, I think he'd be a world-class player. It's not like he isn't already, but, I mean, he plays for Liverpool, or bloody bin dippers. And the manager of the week chosen by the ESPN FC staff is Slaven Bilic from West Ham. I think he's Croatian. He used to manage a Croatian national team. And yeah, after West Ham's shocking performance in the Europa League, I'm surprised that they beat Arsenal. But I'm glad they beat Arsenal, because I'm a Stoke fan and I don't like Arsenal. And why? Because they're Arsenal, and because of Arsene Wenger, and because they complain about the Aaron Ramsey tackle every day. But yeah, that is the team of the week, and without any further ado, let's get on with the table. Okay, the Premier League table, as it stands right now from the first game week back in the Premier League, is number 1, Manchester City, with their 3-0 win against West Bromwich Albion, with Yaya Toure getting 2 goals and Vincent Kompany getting 1. And why didn't I put Yaya Toure in my fantasy team? I don't know. And why didn't I put Kompany in? I put Mertesacker in, for God's sake. Mertesacker. But yeah, Manchester City are top of the Premier League in the first game weekend. Good job. Anyway, second is Leicester. Why am I going over the whole table? I don't know. It's only the first weekend. But yeah, Leicester are second. Crystal Palace are third. West Ham are fourth. Aston Villa are fifth. And I'm pretty sure you guys aren't illiterate, so you can read the rest of the table. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Overall, on a serious note, without any jokes or any pokes at some of the big teams having pretty crappy performances, I think it was a good weekend back, and definitely excited to see how the season goes. And my prediction for who's going to win the Premier League right now is, I don't know, because it's only the first weekend. I'll make that decision like halfway through. And yup, you're going to hear it right now. I'm doing this every week after the Premier League game week is over. Yup, you heard it, every week. So look for this video every week. And today is going to be a double upload day with a fantasy football episode up, which is going to be full of rants and rages complaining why players didn't do well. No, I'm actually just going to make transfers. Yeah, and that will be it. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, and look for my fantasy football video later. And check out Sean's channel, which is Blockbuster Pro. He's a great YouTuber. Great guy. Uploads really good videos. And yeah. Peace.